Hi YouTubers, it's Evan X Video Videos. We've been on Ramble now, so and a Ramble as of December 14th, 2027. Freaking cool. So anyway, discuss right now something important. So about the ad-friendly guidelines again on YouTube. So nice big ass YouTube like the big ass cigar. So basically, obviously, I don't work for YouTube for the last damn time. I am not a YouTube employee, so take this with a grain of salt. Anyway, basically, what I'm talking right now, never advertisement-friendly guideline. I talked about inappropriate language and sexually suggestive content last week. Now I want to talk about basically right now violence. So how does violence impact your ads? Now, obviously, there are community guidelines, so you want to be aware of that. Now, how does violence impact your ads, your money, your moolah? Nice big-ass moolah like the big-ass cigar. Generally, violence that's suitable for ads is generally dramatized violence, not real-life violence. Think of video games. Think of your typical first-person shooter video game. Think of, your video game you would play that has typical run-of-the-mill dramatized violence. If you upload an actual fist fight, that's not going to be cool for ads because YouTube's going to likely restrict that, or they're likely going to remove it because it violates the community guidelines. That kind of shit is not allowed. So what kind of crap is allowed is your typical Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Far Cry, Fallout, those games. And how YouTube defines it in terms of dramatized violence, obviously you want to be careful of copyright also. You don't want to upload like movies, music, that kind of crap, how YouTube defines it in terms of the type of video game violence that is allowed would be like if you are in a first-person shooter game with a gun. Just because you have a gun, that's not going to cause your video to be automatically demonetized. So don't think that. Obviously, I don't work for YouTube the last damn time. So think of in a video game where you have a gun and you're a first-person shooter like Call of Duty or Modern Warfare. If it is a situation where it's just, you go around and you shoot people and they fall on the ground, a little bit of bloodshed and they're dead, that's generally safe for ads. Where you get into problems, we get into a lot of gore and violence and possible like dismemberment, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff is not cool for ads. That kind of shit is not okay for ads, and it's likely to be either age restricted or limited ads. So examples of stuff in a video game that would not be safe for ads is if you go around, not only do you, shoot people with a gun in a video game like Call of Duty or Modern Warfare, but it's like Mortal Kombat, for example, where it's just like a 20-minute video of you tearing people's heads off, and you dismembering, characters in a video game. That kind of content is likely to be get the yellow icon because it's much more graphic, much more gory, much more violence, in a much more like brutal M-rated video game, like you'd see like in a really, really violent R-rated movie. Or it's going to be age restricted because it's so over the top violence, it's just not safe for ads. That kind of crap is just not safe for ads, unless advertisers are going to feel comfortable advertising it. So think of the kind of stuff you'd see. I mean, obviously, your E-rated video games probably pretty safe and fine. Totally fine. In terms of even T-rated video games, like your Game Boy games like, Castlevania, that kind of crap, that kind of shit, that's totally safe for ads. When you get into problems as like a graphic Mortal Kombat game, 20-minute, most brutal Mortal Kombat fatalities, that kind of stuff, that kind of crap is likely to be either age restricted or not, or get the yellow icon, which is it's just, gory and graphic. So anyway, I hope that cleared up some stuff. Anyway, Big Ass Your Life, pretty freaking cool. Obviously, I don't work for YouTube for the last damn time. Bye.